In a world where courage is often masked by bravado, and vulnerability is misunderstood as weakness, one woman has pioneered a movement that turns these misconceptions on their head. What if I told you that your deepest fears could unlock your greatest strengths? Today, we delve into the transformative insights of Brené Brown, whose journey from personal struggles to global influence has inspired millions. Stay with us as we explore her 7 most motivating quotes that could change your life. Brené Brown, a researcher and storyteller, began her career with a focus on social work and a curiosity about people's relationships with each other. Her own battle with vulnerability and self-worth propelled her into the depths of research on connection, empathy, and shame. Despite facing academic pushback and personal doubts, she broke through with groundbreaking ideas on the power of embracing vulnerability. Quote 1, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Embracing vulnerability might seem counterintuitive. Many of us equate being vulnerable with exposing ourselves to hurt or rejection. However, Brené Brown's research illuminates that vulnerability is actually a form of courage. It's about showing up and being present in our relationships and endeavors without a guaranteed outcome. It's the CEO who shares their doubts with their team, the artist who presents an unconventional piece to the public, or anyone who says, "I love you" first. In each case, the act of opening up without knowing the response is an act of bravery that fosters genuine connections and trust. Quote 2, courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. This quote goes to the heart of Brené Brown's philosophy. To show up means to bring your authentic self to your life and your work, not hiding behind a facade. This could be the student who raises a hand to answer a question despite the fear of being wrong, or a professional voicing a new idea in a meeting, risking criticism. Letting ourselves be seen means accepting our imperfections and sharing them with the world. This courage creates space for others to do the same, which can lead to innovative ideas and stronger, more supportive environments. Quote 3, imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we're all in this together. In a culture that often prizes perfection, acknowledging our flaws can be revolutionary. Brené Brown encourages us to see our imperfections not as failings, but as part of the shared human experience. When a leader admits a mistake, it makes them more relatable and trustworthy. Or when friends share their struggles with each other, it deepens their bond. Recognizing our imperfections as connective threads helps dismantle the loneliness and pressure of perfectionism, encouraging a community of acceptance and support. Quote 4, you cannot selectively numb emotions. When we numb the painful emotions, we also numb the positive emotions. Brown's insight here is a powerful reminder of the cost of emotional avoidance. When we use work, substances, or denial to numb our pain, we inadvertently dull our capacity to experience joy, gratitude, and excitement. This means that while we might avoid some discomfort, we also miss out on the highs that make life rich. It's like turning down the volume on a speaker. It doesn't just lower the noise, it quiets everything. The path to a fulfilling life, according to Brown, involves facing our difficult emotions to fully appreciate the good moments. Quote 5, daring greatly means the courage to be vulnerable. It means to show up and be seen, to ask for what you need, to talk about how you're feeling, to have the hard conversations. Daring greatly is about embracing vulnerability as a superpower. It's the decision to have tough conversations at work about diversity and inclusion, even when it feels easier to stay silent. It's asking for help when overwhelmed, rather than suffering in silence. It's about parents talking openly with their children about their fears and hopes. By daring greatly, we not only live more authentically, but also invite others to do the same, which can transform personal and professional relationships. Quote 6. Owning our story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. To own our story is to accept our past and present, with all its imperfections, and still choose to write our own ending. This might mean embracing our identity, acknowledging past mistakes, or confronting painful memories. It's about recognizing that our background shapes us, but does not confine us. When we own our story, we gain the power to craft a future based on self-acceptance and resilience. It empowers us to move forward, not shackled by our past, but informed and enriched by it. Quote 7. I define connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. Connection is the essence of human experience and the bedrock of our well-being. Brené Brown highlights that true connection is born from authenticity, not pretense or superficiality. It's found in moments where we truly listen to a friend, offer genuine praise to a colleague, or share our vulnerabilities with a partner. These connections are nourishing, providing emotional strength and support. By fostering such environments, whether at home or in the workplace, we create spaces where people can thrive together. Each of these powerful messages from Brené Brown not only inspires, but also challenges us to rethink how we interact with ourselves and each other. How will you let these insights shape your journey? From struggle comes strength, from vulnerability comes courage, and from sharing our stories comes connection. Let Brené Brown's wisdom inspire you to embrace your vulnerabilities and transform your life. Thank you for watching, and remember, dare greatly, be vulnerable, and connect deeply.